Okay, so we got light worg orcs and heavy worg orcs. The double set, I guess, whatever the package deal. So one's heavy cavalry on wargs, the other one's light cavalry on wargs. They got crushed in shipping. More Amazon's fault than anybody else's, I think. Okay, so they come out red. So it looks like you got two sections. These are going to need, okay, three. So you've got the goblin riders, which I'm going to use them for goblins because they're the scale they're at, and then they work better for goblins in D&D. And then you've got two pinwheels of wargs, and these are the light, so they don't have any armor for observable on them, but they do have saddles and are pretty well defined. And the goblins look pretty good as well. So I'm thinking these are going to take some primer. So cut and loose primer. But you can see they're more goblin size. So we have an orc riding a dire wolf or warg or whatever, this is something similar. And this is in 156, 28 millimeter. So let me grab you a goblin too. So here we have a male goblin warrior. Now if you look, not exactly right, but they don't all have to be from the same tribe of goblins. This is a female goblin. So you have this, they're a little bit small, but a good part of this is going to be the fact they're mounted. If you look at they're on what would be giant wargs, giant wolves, kind of creatures in more of a Tolkien-esque thing. And then for D&D, here's a comparison next to like a Great Dane. So you might see a gnome or a halfling riding one of these. It works. I mean, I think it works. It works, and it gives me more of a credible goblin threat. Oh, there is a little bit of armor. Okay, so one on each pinwheel will have the armor, and I'm thinking that's for the commander. So, but I'm thinking the heavy ones will all have the armor and stuff. So you can see right there, right next to each other. Great Dane size, and this is like an oversized Great Dane. It would be like probably not a realistic one, but size wise compared, and you can see it up against a halfling. We're looking at about the same. Believable, and once they're all painted up and in motion looking. So we'll pick back up with the heavy warg cavalry next video if you're interested.